Title of my talk is Carpe Diem, Seize the Day. To get comfortable with this hairstyle that you see and the white uncolored in my hair took me years. I was afraid I would face the brunt of ageism in this cool and hip Silicon Valley. I agonized over it. I polled my career coach, friends, family members, and perfect strangers. Okay, maybe not perfect strangers, but you get the point. Now, strangers compliment me on my hairstyle and color all the time. I have acquaintances taking photos of my hair to get the same look. When I think of the time I wasted worrying about my hair, I could have been worrying about something else. The fact that I don't have an MBA or an engineering degree, I didn't attend a prestigious university, the fact that I'm a brown woman with an accent. The point is, voices and dialogues of inadequacy loop through our minds all the time. When we focus on them, when we believe what they say, we stunt the blossoming of our abilities and what we can truly achieve. Here is another cautionary tale of listening to dialogues of inadequacy. 15 years ago, even though I could not stand to be in my then career for another day, I was so focused on my shortcomings that it took me 2 years to figure out a new career. Today, I'm a successful chief marketing officer with the skills of driving revenue at software startups without a sales team. I could have done this sooner if I had known then what I know now. Now, I look at careers and opportunities being played out on a giant chutes and ladders board game. Here, you get to the right square, you grab the ladder, you climb up to an amazing position. A few years later, technology makes a leap, your job completely changes, and whoosh down the chute you go. You pick yourself up and start all over again. In the process, you lose seniority, income, excitement, happiness. Or a wonderful opportunity comes by, but you pass over that ladder because you feel you're not ready. But wait. What if, long before that whoosh down the chute, you seize the opportunity that leads you to that seat at the table you so ardently desire? How is it possible? Most people think they need luck, the right degree, a job at the cool company in town, the right connections, the right experience to get that seat at the table. But I'm here to tell you that what you need is 1, the ability to embrace change, 2, to be a constant learner, and 3, bring passion and commitment to what you do. First, cultivate a bird's eye view to embrace the rapidity of change. The only thing pretty much guaranteed in this age of artificial intelligence and robotics is the speed of change. I give you a little brief perspective of how long it took to change things in the past. It took humans almost 90,000 years after harnessing the power of fire to invent agriculture. 5,000 years after we invented agriculture, we invented the wheel. The wheel was invented 5,000 years ago. But in comparison, in the first 14 years of this century, we made all the equivalent gains in science and technology that it took us the previous 100 years to make. Therefore, when we look at eye level, we severely limit what we can see and comprehend. Actually, metaphorically and literally, even with 20/20 vision, you can only see something clearly 20 feet away. And the tendency really truly is to focus on details and not the big picture. So get to a bird's eye view to look at the big picture. Connect the dots on where things are headed so you are prepared for change. Rapid technological progress is bringing great disruptions in every sphere of our lives, our careers, our jobs, the way we work, the way we live. Knowledge that was valued yesterday is no longer valuable today, and it is so uncertain what will be valued tomorrow. So, how does one embrace this breakneck speed of change without getting motion sickness? And I say to you, become a constant learner. And develop the superpower of being a constant learner. I really consider the ability of being a constant learner to be that of a superpower. And each of us has the same opportunity to develop this power using the internet. The internet has upended all methods of learning we have known up to now. People consider that 500 years ago, Michelangelo was the last man to know everything known about science in the West at that time. But today, with internet access, it's not possible anymore. Being a constant learner means you can update knowledge, explore a new field, learn what others are doing on the other side of the world. You don't need to wait to get that next degree. 10 years ago, I became a digital marketing expert using the internet. I attended webinars, online conferences, read blogs, online articles, books. I used to joke that you could learn anything except brain surgery on the internet. I stopped using that joke when I found out that you can actually view live or recorded brain surgery videos on YouTube. And I'm guessing people are viewing them to learn brain surgery, which is a scary thought. But being a constant learner means one, you will have the ability to create a high-level view with aha moments and build a flexible roadmap for the future. Two, the more you know, the less anxious you will be about following that roadmap. Three, as your insights grow, so will your ability to identify that seat at the table early and seize the opportunity when it presents itself. And when that opportunity presents itself, remind yourself, no one is 100% ready. In fact, if you were 100% ready, I guarantee you that you will be bored out of your mind in 3 months. So say yes first, and your fear will ensure you succeed. And in this journey, ask the right questions, spark discussion, encourage others to do the same. Enabling others to become more than the sum of their parts will make you more valued, and you'll find yourself effortlessly building a strong network. Be generous. Take as many people with you as you can. The third winner in this trifecta is passion and commitment. These are key to sacrificing lesser things so you can focus on things that truly matter to you. If you had asked me more than 26 years ago, when I began volunteering at Maitri, a South Bay nonprofit empowering South Asian survivors of domestic violence, where I imagined the cause and my role in it today, I could not have told you that I would today be an integral part of an amazing leadership that has ignited a movement and created fundamental change in the South Asian community here. With our passion and commitment to stopping gender-based violence, we have empowered tens of thousands of survivors to build new lives. Yes, it is true we are surrounded by endless temptations and distractions. The internet itself is a double-edged sword. It is seductive, time-consuming, cotton candy for our eyes and brains. It is no hyperbole to say that it is the greatest time waster ever invented in the history of humans until now. So I say to you, be its master and not its servant, and you will be amazed by what you accomplish. The time is now for each of us to seize the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonia. First of all, congratulations on having the courage to, not dye your hair. You look beautiful. You look sophisticated, and you carried off so well. So thank you, and thank you for sharing that. Thanks for the very powerful and compelling talk. If anyone, we have a couple of minutes. So if anyone has any questions, type them in the Q&A box. If you don't have any questions right now and want to connect with Sonia, Sonia will share her links in the chat box, and also maybe the link to Maitri, which is an amazing nonprofit that helps women and children who are survivors of domestic violence. And for those looking to volunteer, or if women right now who are going through a hard time because of the escalation in domestic violence, definitely reach out to Sonia. And Sonia, also let us know how we can support you. We have a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. So while we're waiting for questions, Nena mentioned this 9-step process that I have about defining your brand. and pivoting to a new career, looking for a job. I give it freely. I was one of the first to put my LinkedIn information in the chat box. So please just scroll all the way up and connect with me. I'm between jobs right now, so I'm happy to mentor anyone as a way of giving back. The second offer I want to tell you is that at Maitri, we are doing something about the threat about domestic violence. In pandemics, usually DV goes 3x. We ourselves have seen a significant drop in new calls because the batterers are home. But our current clients are calling us a tremendous amount. Most of them have lost their jobs, and we are providing food, emergency money, etc. And so we have a special fundraiser going on about triple your bet and reduce the threat. So if you donate to Maitri and your company matches, the Maitri board is matching, so it'll be a 3x donation. If you are not working or your company doesn't match, it's still a 2x. And I've just put the Maitri website in the chat, and no amount is small, honestly. Women are suffering right now so terribly. It's really a hard time. It's a really hard time. But I want to thank Nena for being so courageous and pivoting to this. And really, truly, it's been my honor to be here.
Thank you so much, Sonia. That's so kind. And thank you again for your support. And also, we do, I hope you get the job you're looking for. You would be an asset to any company. So hopefully there are people here today in the audience who might, I see a question. So we have 2 minutes left, Sonia. So
I'm going to hurry up and answer that. Yeah. Hi, Sangeeta, lovely to see you online. You said about people bringing with you, it seems women are so unsure where they stand, they don't want to help out. How does one change this? I would say being the change yourself. I think there has been a tendency among women to pull up the ladder behind themselves, feeling there's not enough opportunity. I think we cannot operate with a scarcity mindset. People have asked me, why do I give this process for free when career coaches charge thousands of dollars for this? I want to give back. You are free to share my process with anyone. And I think we all can be role models in this. If somebody says to you, can you help me? I think you should say yes first. And that's how we bring change. The second question is, what experiences in your life led to this shift in your view? What was your turning point in understanding the bigger picture, the biggest lesson from my shift? I was very unhappy with my career. I had 3 career coaches. In the end, I realized what women feel is the impostor syndrome, my hair, my voice, my skin color. And the thing is, there are articles which tell you there are 30 different symptoms of impostor syndrome. And one day I read this a long time ago and I said, oh my God, I have them all. And yet I won every job I've gone after. So one day I decided I'm not going to worry about my accent, my hair, my accent, any of these things. And I'm going to go out there and start learning. And I think, unfortunately for women, over-preparing is still something we do. A man would look at a job description and see he has 50% of the qualifications and apply for it. A woman will say, not only do I need all those 10, but turn the page around and I need the remaining 10. Don't do that. And once I started doing that, I've realized it has given me new confidence. Don't be afraid. Practice yourself. And every one of you, the fact that you showed up is amazing. I don't know why we think we are not adequate, we are not enough. So for me, it was this learning journey, and then I started speaking up about it, and I actually share my own feelings freely.
Sonia, I'm so sorry.
So,
Sonia, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we are out of time. Could you continue the conversation in the Q&A box and type the response to, because yes. I know you have a lot, and I think there might be more questions. So sorry about that, but I do want to move on to Dian. Thank you again so much.